Hi, I'm Jiin Yih from Swinburne University of Technology, Sarawak campus. Today I'd like to present my research topic entitled A Bibliometric Exploration of LGBTQ News Representation, Trends and Insight. Research on LGBTQ portrayal in news media paints a complex picture which reveals significant regional variations. Previous studies have highlighted that there are instances where LGBTQ voices are muted or silenced, creating a contrast between legal narratives and social realities. News media often links LGBTQ individuals with some terms such as sex crimes, sex deviance, and with negative associations to HIV or AIDS and drugs. Religious condemnation is evident through labels like sinful, unacceptable, and against religion. Besides, LGBTQ individuals are subjected to moral stigmatization through descriptors such as deviant, sham, deceiving, abnormal, and others. Despite ongoing challenges in representation, there is also evidence of positive media portrayals of the LGBTQ community. Journalism has made commendable strides in highlighting these individuals as key advocates for human rights and equality, indicating a shift towards more inclusive journalism. Research on the LGBTQ community in news media employs diverse techniques, including framing analysis to examine news story construction and content analysis to study media messages. Agenda setting theory explores media's role in shaping public opinion, and critical discourse analysis reveal language patterns and hidden ideologies. Despite extensive research using various methodologies, bibliometric studies on the topics are limited. The trends in publication addressing the news coverage of LGBTQ community, journal performance, and key topic areas discussed remain largely unexplored. Therefore, this study aims to fill the gap by mapping the research trends within this field. The objectives include identifying prominent researchers, influential publications, and major contributing countries and institutions through a comprehensive bibliometric analysis. In this study, bibliometric analysis was used to examine the structure of knowledge and advancements of research related to news representation of the LGBTQ community. To achieve the objective of the study, the data was sourced from the Scopus database on 9 May 2024. This is the flow diagram of the search strategy. The results of the study show that there is an increasing annual publication count on the news representation of the LGBTQ community, indicating a growing research interest in this area. This trend reflects ongoing advancements in understanding media portrayals of LGBTQ individuals, suggesting continued exploration and promising future insights and developments in the field. This is the top 15 countries contributing to the publication. The United States leads in scholarly publications on the news representation of the LGBTQ community with 336 papers, highlighting its prominent role, followed by the United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia. This is the list of authors who have made notable contributions to research on news coverage of the LGBTQ community. Among these authors, Dos A leads with 5 publications. He explores the representation of LGBTQ identities in media, especially non-heterosexual men with LGBTI news narratives. Lovelock M, with 4 publications, delves into the portrayal of LGBT celebrities in British TV, YouTube identities, and tabloid homophobia. Mayer MDE, with 4 publications, delves into media representation, particularly highlighting gender stereotypes in TV dramas and exploring narratives surrounding pregnancy loss. The analysis of source titles reveals that the Journal of Homosexuality takes the lead with 79 publications, making up 49.7% of the total. Following closely is the Journal of Lesbian Studies with 53 publications, representing 33.3%. The Journal of Bisexuality holds the third spot with 44 publications, accounting for 27.7%. The figure here shows the author's keywords related to the news coverage of LGBTQ analyzed by using VOS Viewer. The first focuses on core terminology like queer and transgender, and how these news media portrays these identities. This relates to research suggesting news stories sometimes overemphasize gender identity over the actual news event. The second cluster highlights societal challenges faced by LGBTQ community, with a focus on homophobia and its negative media portrayal. This aligns with research on how media can reinforce biases against LGBTQ individuals. Finally, the third cluster points to a focus on representing specific groups within the LGBTQ community like bisexual, gay, and lesbian identities. This may be due to the understanding that each group faces unique challenges and deserves respectful representation in the news. This is a visualization of time map on core occurrence of authors' keywords related to news representation of LGBTQ. For the years 2000 to 2013, the research landscape predominantly centered around the keywords like gay, bisexual, lesbian, and bisexuality, as denoted by the purple circles. This suggests that during this period, news stories and discussions were likely more segmented, focusing on individual identities with a broader LGBTQ spectrum. However, between 2015 and 2018, there was a slight shift in the news representation. The emphasis transitioned towards more encompassing and diverse identities like transgender and queer, as indicated by the turquoise circles. Towards 2020, the term LGBTQ began to dominate the research landscape, indicated by the light green circle. This trend highlights a potential evolution in the discourse surrounding the LGBTQ community. A bibliometric analysis of 949 documents from Scopus spanning 1992 to 2023 reveals a rising scholarly interest in how the LGBTQ community is portrayed in news media. Academic engagement peaked in 2020, which highlights sustained interest in this topic. The United States leads in research output on LGBTQ news representation, consistent with earlier findings. In addition, China, despite not legalizing same-sex marriage, contributes significantly to the literature, reflecting a shift towards more equitable LGBTQ portrayals. The analysis of core occurrence of authors' keywords shows that research on LGBTQ representation in news media primarily focused on the term queer. The focus on queer in LGBTQ media representation research suggests a targeted effort to understand and address the unique portrayals and challenges specifically faced by queer individuals within a broader community. This finding is in contrary to Yeo's bibliometric study, which identified transgender as the most researched gender group when examining societal attitudes towards the LGBTQ community. While the clusters highlighted broad categories like queer, LGBTQ, and transgender, there seems to be a lack of focus on the experiences of other identities within the LGBTQ spectrum, such as non-binary, asexual, or intersex individuals. Future research can enrich its perspective by expanding its scope to delve into distinctive experiences of underrepresented identities within the LGBTQ spectrum. The keyword analysis reveals a noticeable gap in scholarly attention across key domains such as political landscapes, social activism, religious institutions, education systems, the entertainment industry, and healthcare. Future research endeavors should consider exploring these domains comprehensively to further understanding of how they shape LGBTQ news representation. Furthermore, there is potential for research to examine the influence of social media, online communities, and digital journalism on LGBTQ representation, especially in today's era of digital transformation. The time-map visualization of keyword co-occurrence shows that the term LGBTQ has prominently emerged in recent years, suggesting that there is a shift towards more comprehensive representation and a focus on collective identities over individual ones. Overall, this study provides valuable insights into the current landscape of LGBTQ representation within news media. Furthermore, it highlights crucial areas for further investigation, paving the way for a more comprehensive understanding. Thank you.